Today, guys, we're at the Eastside trains in Kirkland, Washington State. There's this O-gauge layout. There's some G-gauge. And more. All down there. This is some O-gauge. Like we got, don't know what that engine is, but we have the Milwaukee Road. We got some of these big giants. And then let's go over here. We got Birds over the Bicentennial engine. That's pretty sweet. We got F3s. I mean, that's an F3. I think that's an F8. And then we got Union Pacific Heritage units. Pretty cool. Now we got to the steam. That's a pretty cool one. And then we got the Canadian Pacific Veterans engines. That's a pretty cool one up there. And then we got that Long Island switchers, pretty nice. And then we got a Veterans. I think this is supposed to be the Kansas City Southern. I don't know. That's a nice little Amtrak switcher. Down here, we got a Santa Fe SD 40-2. The daylight, pretty sweet. A lot of orange box goodness right here. A lot of Lino and some Atlas. Can't forget about Atlas. And then we got some little tiny cars. That's pretty cool. A little interesting. Oh, look at that engine. That's a nice one. SD 70 Mac or 80. I don't know. But yeah, that's pretty sweet. We got a Pennsylvania Railroad in like the Polar Express paint scheme. We got a GP7 with this bay window caboose. And there's some piggyback trailers and a boxcar reefer. Don't know. And then we got a turbine. And then we got the Polar Express. And then we got the Berkshire. And then we got like a Navy set. These are some sets. That's a nice one. Same thing with this one. That was cool with the trolley on the flat car. And then we got the Burlington Northern, little dump car. That one and that one. And then let's go down here a little bit more. We got one. That's a pretty cool set. And then we got this one. That one I actually really like. And this one, the double engine with the freight cars. Now these are some stuff we got. I don't know what that is. But then there's some other stuff. We got the money card. I think that's what that is. And then down here, a lot of more orange box goodness. Now, let's get to the HO scale stuff. Okay, I'm at some of the HO like buildings. These are pretty nice. The fire station is cool. And they got people. And then more buildings down here. We got some HO scale line-out buildings. I haven't seen that before. Now let's get to the engine. That Norfolk Southern one's a nice one. And then we got more. Now we're at the HO scale freight cars. The Southern Pacific one, not bad. We got a pack of tank cars, more Southern Pacific hoppers, some more freight cars, more. That's a cool one. And then some Lino cars. That's pretty cool. Rhino, HSK Pork Express. Then we got a bridge, some containers, and then some trailers. More containers. Those actually look really good. Now let's go down here. Then we got some Walters and stuff. See, it's a pretty cool one. The logs. And then we got a Union Pacific one. And then we got some passenger cars like the Amtrak, Union Pacific, Santa Fe, Great Northern, Northern Pacific. Now we got some track pieces. Some vehicles for your layout. Now, this is some HO scale, like layout, Polar Express. And then we got some in-scale buildings. It's a pretty cool set. That the nice station, and then we got the Christmas train sets. But yeah, the Zo gauge stuff, I'm gonna give it another shot. That's a cool one. And then there's some S gauge at the top. Too bad they're not running trains at this time. Old, I think post-war, I believe. And then we got some landscaping tools. Some G gauge buildings. The White Castle, that's pretty cool. Now some more buildings. Some O gauge. Orange box goodness. Let's get to this side of the O gauge. Oh, that's cool how you can see it. And then we got the DC to AC. That was my favorite one. And then we got DB30. That's really nice. And then the white bass switcher is pretty cool. And then we got some like high railers. That Santa Fe is really nice. That those two SD40-2s look nice. And then we got some older stuff. I think this is post-war. I'm not a big O gauge dude, so I don't know. And we got a GG1. We got Frigate. This nice Burlington. The Rio Grande. The Santa Fe. New York Central. Rio Grande. Oh yeah, I was already over this side, so that stuff nothing to be cleared. And then that New York Central one, you see with the red kind of outline, that looks really good. That Pennsylvania one, ooh, I need to get one of those in HO. And then we got Union Pacific 1943, and then we got EMD like tester engine, demolition suit, I don't know. But that Pennsylvania GG1 looks beautiful. Then we got another one. And then we got another one. And we got the Polar Express. And we got these engines. Pennsylvania. The American Freedom Train in the back. The big boy. The BNSF. And yes, that'll be the end of the video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed.